we are starting with the practical primary screening. Now, what is screening? It is the procedure of isolation, detection, and separation of microorganisms of our interest from a mixed population by using highly selective procedure that is called screening. Now, the first title is primary screening of organic acid producing microorganism. So, this is the principle of this practical. Production of organic acid by bacteria can be detected by incorporating suitable pH indicator dye in a poorly buffered medium with calcium carbonate. Upon production of organic acid, the opaque medium becomes translucent due to the solubilization of calcium carbonate. Now listen here, guys, why we are using poorly buffered medium. If you are using highly buffered medium, then as you know that organic acid produced by the microorganism will be in a minute amount, right? So if the medium will be highly buffered, then you will not be able to understand about the change in pH, right? So you have to produce a medium that should be poorly buffered. Now here I have not included one word that we are also going to incorporate 3% sugar over here, that is sucrose. Why sucrose? Because you have to provide them high amount of carbon source, then only they are going to produce organic acid in higher amount, right? So as you are going to incorporate calcium carbonate into the medium, the plate, Petri plate before inoculation will be like chalky white. So when you are inoculating organism and if they are able to produce enough amount of organic acid, you will be able to check the translucent zone due to the solubilization of calcium carbonate. That carbonate will be converted into carbonic acid, right? And pH indicator dye is actually optional. Sometimes people are going to incorporate it, sometimes not. The procedure, how we are going to follow this, we are going to prepare nutrient agar plate with calcium carbonate. See here I have already written that pH indicator dye is optional, calcium carbonate is compulsory, plus 3% sucrose. So these are some of the dyes which you can incorporate in this type of Petri plate. Now what we have to do in procedure, we have to select 1 gram of soil sample. As in screening and isolation we have learned that soil is the enriched medium, right? So it is having diversified population of microorganism. So we are going to use 1 gram of soil. We will add 1 gram of soil sample into 10 ml sterile distilled water. Mix it well and get it settled down. After proper sedimentation, we will take 0.1 ml, we will take 1 ml soil sample from supernatant and we will go for serial dilution. Now here, if you are provided with the 9 ml sterile distilled water, then you have to take 1 ml sample. If you are provided with 4.5 ml sterile distilled water, then we will take 0.5 ml of soil sample and we will go for serial dilution. Now from each dilution tube, you have to take 0.1 ml and go for spreading on calcium carbonate plate, right? So after spreading, you have to go for incubation at room temperature. Keep it in mind, no incubator we need over here. Room temperature, we are going to put it for 24 to 48 hours. So this is your first day work. On second day, you will be provided with a slant. So if you are getting any of the colony with the zone of solubilization of calcium carbonate, you have to select that colony and inoculate onto the slant. You have to follow it with gram staining also, so you can understand about the genus which is able to, or you can identify, tentatively identify that which type of organism is able to produce this organic acid. Now the example of organic acid producers are Lactobacillus species and sometimes Citrobacter also. I hope you people are clear with this. Now this is the second procedure, that is primary screening of antibiotic producing microorganism by crowded plate method. Now the principle of this practical is antibiotics are secondary metabolites. Only a few varieties of organisms are present in soil which able to produce antibiotics. Therefore, zone of inhibition where the sensitive organism in the surrounding area are inhibited from growing surrounds the colonies of antibiotic producing organism. So here, see, in organic acid producing organism, you will be able to find the zone of hydrolysis of calcium carbonate. Here you are going to find the zone of inhibition. Right. So see, here the one word is that is crowded plate method. Now why crowded plate? You require crowd. If the competition will not be there, then this particular organism who are able to produce antibiotic, they will not be able to produce, because if there is no competition, they do not require any type of inhibition. In negative association, we have learned about this, right? That if the competition is there, then only some of the organism are able to produce this type of secondary metabolites, and they will start with the inhibition of other population. Okay, so this is the procedure. We are going to collect 1 gram of soil sample. We'll follow, we'll take that 1 gram of soil sample, add it into 9 ml sterile distilled water, right? And see, though over here they have written the dilution, but here we are using the word crowded plate method. So we will not follow any type of dilution over here. We will take a concentrated material and will follow the spreading with the sterile glass spreader. We'll go for incubation for 24 to 48 hours at room temperature once again. So you will able to find the colonies of Streptomyces species, that is which is known as Actinomycetes, who is very famous for the production of antibiotics. Right. So you will able to find non-producing organism who are not able to produce any type of zone. Zones of growth inhibition producing organisms. So you are able to see the surrounding zone, right? Here the other colonies is already inhibited. Now which colonies are inhibited? Sensitive organism colonies are inhibited. So this is one more clear picture of Petri plate. This is the colony of Streptomyces graeseus. And here, this is the zone of inhibition. The third practical, now the third practical, that is primary screening of amylase producing microorganism. The principle is amylase enzyme are the hydrolytic enzyme that degrade starch into simpler forms such as oligosaccharide, disaccharide, and monosaccharide. The producer organism can be detected from soil population by the use of medium containing starch. Clear zone of hydrolysis of starch around the colony will be produced by the amylase producers. Right, so let's see. Now here I want to say some specific steps over here in case of procedure. See, in other two practical, for example, organic acid, and in case of antibiotic producer, we have not follow some specialized step, right? Only in organic acid producers, we have followed dilution. In antibiotic, we have not followed dilution, right? Here, what we are going to do, we will take 1 gram of soil sample in 10 ml sterile distilled water, mix it well, and go for boiling for 10 minutes before dilution. Here, one step you have to include before dilution, that is for the amylase producers, 10-minute boiling, right? So, see, not users are actually one dominant family, and that is Bacillus species. So Bacillus are able to see, as you know, that Bacillus has spore formers. So they are able to tolerate high temperature. So if you are putting soil suspension at boiling for 10 minutes, then other population will be inhibited. Only Bacillus will grow. So when you are inoculating this Bacillus onto starch agar plate, so you will be able to, zone of starch hydrolysis. So here, this batter plate is with iodine. So where you are not able to find the blue color, here the starch is already hydrolyzed. Where you are going to find the blue color, here the starch is still present. So the colonies who are not able to produce blue color, they are known as amylase producers. Students, 1 gram soil sample added into 10 ml sterile distilled water, right? We have already waited for sedimentation. So now I am going for the serial dilution for organic acid producing microorganism screening. I want to show you two different battery plates. See, this is with the indicator dye, and this is without dye, only with calcium carbonate. So it will be in chalky white color, and this is with the indicator dye color. So we will follow first serial dilution. Students properly દેખાય છે ને મારા hands? Pipette stand દેખાય છે?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done, sir. So see, during the process, what you have to follow, आपको क्या देखना है? आपको देखना है कि पिपेट की टिप जो है वो बर्नर के पास रहे. देखिए मैंने इस तरह से अरेंज किया है कि ये टिप जो है वो बर्नर के पास, बर्नर के अंदर रहेगी. डन? So I am going to take as I am provided with 4.5 ml sterile distilled water. मुझे 4.5 ml दिया गया है, तो मैं सॉइल सैंपल में से 0.5 ml लेके इनोकुलेट करूंगी. Right? So I will follow serial dilution. अब ये pipette के पीछे, this pipette is having cotton plug over here, so I'll take it out and immediately will control it with my finger, right? Now with the use of 1 ml pipette, I am going to collect 0.5 ml and we'll add it in 4.5 ml test tube. Now this will become 10 raised to minus 1. We'll mix it well. Now once again, we'll use next pipette to collect. आपको इसी ट्यूब में से 0.5 ml लेना है. You have to inoculate in the next 4.5 ml test tube. Now this will become 10 raised to minus 2. We'll mix it well. Now this way, we are going to collect once again 0.5 ml from the same 10 raised to minus 2 test tube with the 1 ml pipette. And we inoculate in the next test tube 4.5 ml. Now this will become 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. Now from this 10 raised to minus 3, generally you are provided with, if you are provided with 2 or 3 different battery plate, you can follow 3 different dilution to inoculate. But I am going to follow only 1 battery plate. So I will take my sample from 10 raised to minus 3 dilution. So from this 10 raised to minus 3, I will collect 0.1 ml of sample. And will inoculate into the battery. Now, I will take a spreader, glass spreader, will add it in alcohol, flame it once, and I will start with the spreading after at least 30 seconds. Now, I will start spreading clockwise and will move my battery plate anti-clockwise. Now when you are able to see that whole sample is absorbed, then only you have to stop spreading. Right? Now you have to keep the batter plate in inverted position at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours. Same way on this chalky white batter plate also I am going to inoculate. I had already inoculated, so I will show you the result directly. So once again, after the completion of process, we have to sterilize spreader once again. If it is on site. Now for antibiotic producer, we are going to select medium, that is simple nutrient agar plate, because we are following crowded plate method. Right. So in antibiotic producing organism screening, we do not require any specified medium. So once again, as I already told you that we do not require any type of dilution over here, I will take 0.1 ml sample directly from the soil sample. For this method, I will use new pipette. 0.1 ml direct soil sample. There is no need of dilution over here because we require crowd. Now this 0.1 ml, I am going to add into a nutrient agar plate. Now once again, I will sterilize glass spreader by dipping it in alcohol and by flaming once. Wait for 30 seconds so it will cool down. So once again I am going to start spreading. Spreading clockwise, fertigate anti-clockwise. Till it absorb complete sample. Once again I will dip, spread it in alcohol and sterilize it. Same way you have to follow same technique for isolation of amylase producer. We will follow dilution, right? 3 times. We will add it starch agar plate. So I had already diluted the sample for organic acid producers, that is 10⁻⁻3. So I will collect that sample for this amylase producing organism too. So from 10⁻3, I am going to collect 0.1 ml for inoculation. And then follow spreading. All the batter plate we have to incubate at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours minimum. Okay guys, so I hope you people are clear with whole procedure.